You know, I was watching a video earlier today by Alexander Grace. He's also like a red pill content creator. Go check him out. And he was making this reaction video off of memes, womanist memes, right? That memes that women put out hating on men. That type of memes. That was the video about. We were watching his reaction. And in one of them, in one of the memes, it said that women... No, sorry. My stories are completely mixed up. Sorry about that, guys. I was watching Better Bachelor's video, his latest video, about how one of the teachers in a kindergarten school somewhere in Washington hid the toys. She took the toys away from the boys, the Legos and whatnot, and gave it to the girls. Why? Because it's patriarchy that that little boys want to play with Legos and build things and build Legos, while little girls want to play with dolls. And even though the girls were given the Legos, they still didn't want to play with them. They still wanted to go back to the dolls. But it's patriarchy. Her logic behind that was that women are being oppressed from a very early age, and we're not giving them enough opportunity. So what's her solution? Her solution is taking the opportunity away from men, little kids, and giving it to them, to little girls. That's her solution. And if you look into the society nowadays, you see this in a much greater scale. I don't know about this, but I don't know if you guys know about this, but in colleges, women student athletes get 200 scholarships versus men student athletes who get 9. Explain that to me for a second. So we also see that in corporations there's quotas, right? There's certain quotas they need to fill up for women, for people with different gender, different race, different color. They have quotas in all the big corporations. We all know this, right? What's all this telling you guys? It's telling you that they're literally taking opportunities away from certain groups of people and giving it to other groups of people. Now, this could be men, which it seems like it is mostly against men that they're taking the opportunity away from, mostly from men that they're taking it away from, and giving it to women or other groups of people that we like to call minorities, who are oppressed, right? What does that do in a greater scale, in a much larger scale? Simply, it pisses off the men, and it gives men no incentive to do anything better. And why would men do anything better when women are running around saying that they can make their own money? Okay, sure, yeah, we're letting you make your own money, sure. Remember, ladies, just remember one thing. When feminism first hit us, it was men who gave you that power. You went out on the streets and you rioted and create chaos and whatnot. But if we men wanted to suppress you more, we would have done it in a snap of a finger. You wouldn't be able to stop us, right? If all men fought against it, but we didn't. A lot of men fought for it, which is why we're in this time right now that we're in. So remember that for a second. And also, I was watching another video about Alexander Grace. There we go. Now we're talking about the right topics. And there, in that meme reaction video, he mentioned that in one part of the video, a woman made a meme saying that vibrators are much better than men because, or why do we need men when we have vibrators? Something along that line, right? Ladies, did you know who made that first vibrator? It was a man. His name was Joseph Gainville, something along the line, in the 18th century. So you guys don't see the irony in it, do you now? Do you even know what irony means, ladies? Probably a big word for some of you guys, right? You can call me a misogynist, whatever. Everything I'm saying so far is the truth, though, right? It is the truth. And yeah, sure, I'll consider myself a misogynist in certain videos and certain things I say. Why wouldn't I? All this crap that you're seeing, literally a kindergarten teacher is taking away toys from little boys and giving it to girls, so that females have more opportunity. But she's completely overlooking the aspect that these boys now don't have the opportunity. Yeah, it's so simple as just toys and Legos, but then it grows. It grows into a bigger problem that we're already seeing in society. Dude, I'm an aerospace engineering major. Probably one of the hardest majors in my college campus. And in engineering, I don't know if you guys know this, but in engineering, aerospace, nuclear, and electrical are one of the toughest engineering majors out there. Mechanical, civil engineering, these are easy as hell. All right, so whenever a girl tells you, I'm a mechanical engineer, biomedical engineering, that's hella easy as well. I'm a biomedical engineering student. Like, don't give her that much credit. These classes, I could probably party every single night and I still keep straight A's on those classes and in their courses. But in my classes, we barely have any chicks. Man, I think maybe 3 girls and 60 other guys in my classes, right? Because it's a very tough topic. And those 3 girls, fellas, literally are dumb as a rock. So how are they passing their courses? The professors are passing them just because they're women. And how do I know that they're dumb as rocks? Because I have done group works with them. Group project works. We're required to do a certain amount of project work, group work. And the professor chooses who gets to be in what group. And that's when I figure out that these chicks are not doing jack shit. They're dumb as a rock. And they're being praised to the top. And then they share with me what their test scores are. And they're barely getting D- and barely making it just to pass the class. And I look through their test papers, their tests. And then I compare to my tests. Things that I got taken 7 points for, she got only taken 3 points for that. Why? Because of that name, she's a chick. They're getting higher internship opportunities just because of that. So for how long, for how much longer are you going to do this to us men? Till we finally snap back and just completely give up. And then you're 100% on your own. Do you really think y'all ladies could handle a society being 100% on your own? Because right now, you're not. We are still the backbone of this society, we men. You don't think so? Okay. Why don't you let an outside force come in and take over you? Let's see how much you can protect yourself then. You can get all this college degree and call yourself educated. Really, at the end of the day, college degree doesn't make you educated. You're still dumb as hell. You're still living into this 9-to-5 systematic crap. You can't think for yourself. Somebody else is finessing you. Your boss is finessing you. He's paying you dirt money for labor, for cheap labor, and then he's keeping most of the profit in his pocket. That's what you guys are doing, but you're too stupid to see any of this. But anyways, that's another topic. So, yeah, sure, you can get all that. You can go through a life living like that with your little social work psychology degree, because that's what most chicks are getting their degrees on. Nursing, psychology, dental hygienist, sociology, crap, bullshit ass degrees all day long, right? You can live this comfortable lifestyle, sure. And before you know, you're going to be living in a socialist society, right? And nobody's going to be there to stand up against that. Why? Because the men that you have created today are weak. So we don't have strong men, first of all. And even if we did have the rest of the strong men that are out there, the rest of us, we'll be so fed up that we probably won't even want to help you anymore. So what are you going to do then? Nothing but submit to the government. Because you don't have a choice. This government is your daddy. your big daddy government. It is what gave you that comfortable lifestyle that you're living today. So you have no option but to submit. So at the end of the day, you really can't protect yourself. You really aren't strong or independent. You're having to rely on this government system, however this system works. You can't make your own system and live in it. What are we seeing now? We're seeing more and more men not going to college and doing things on their own, making their own living, thinking outside the box. Just look into this YouTube platform. In the past few years, so many men have joined this Red Pill Manosphere Society and joined and made other channels about showing people how to get certain things done, working on cars, working on houses, building things, etc., etc., and are making good money out of that. That's their business. Because we men will always find a way to provide for ourselves and to protect ourselves. That's the most important thing. There's no reason, it doesn't make sense to worry so much about the providing aspect of it when you can't even protect yourself. Why worry about feeding yourself if you ain't even gonna be alive? Right? You don't control who's gonna come in and kill you. You don't control who's gonna come in and end you and rape you and take all your money, take all your resources, when you have a government that dictates every single thing that you do. Yeah, you guys supported this system. You guys voted that clown into the office and threw Trump away, right? But I don't want to get into politics. I don't like talking about politics in my channel. You guys already know that. But yeah, sure, you can provide for yourself, but can you protect yourself? Because at the end of the day, you still need us. You don't need no man? Really? Really? Okay. Why don't you go build something and then come back and show us this is what you built? Again, this college lifestyle, this systematic crap that you guys live in was built. This path that you're going down, that you're following to go down in life, was built by a man. A man showed you this way of going to the man created, a man or a group of men created this system and put it into society. That, okay, we're gonna graduate high school, then we're gonna go to college, get a degree, and just because we have that piece of paper, now it's gonna be easier for us to get a job. A man created that system. You didn't. You're literally following somebody else's plan, blueprint. And you really wonder what life is gonna be like, or what the world's gonna be like without men, right? Because I've seen that kind of comment in my channel multiple times already. Y'all ladies dropped the ball long time ago. You don't even really realize that. We men have dropped it too. But guys, womanism, feminism, whatever you want to call it, is probably the best thing that has happened for men like us, red pill aware men. Because now we are free. We are the actual free and happy ones. We're getting sex right and left because women are liberated to have sex with whoever they want. They're empowered and encouraged to go sleep with more and more men. Okay, these more and more men are now getting more and more sex from different women. When nature is on our side for us to sleep with more women, but it's not on their side. It doesn't favor women to sleep with more men. It just mentally damages them. We've seen this over and over again. But a man can turn that switch on and off. It doesn't affect us mentally if we sleep with multiple women. We can still pair bond. Again, I'm repeating myself at this point. I have talked about these things over and over again. But at the end of the day, ladies, think about it. You're physically weaker by nature. You're born that way. You're shorter than us. You don't weigh as much as us. Even if you do, it's probably just fat. You're fat as hell. If you weigh 160 pounds, 5'2" tall, it's not muscle. You don't have skills of protecting yourself, shooting skills, fighting skills. How do I know this? Just look into UFC. How many male fighters versus female fighters? Exactly my point. Look into the military, the police force. How many male soldiers versus female soldiers? Police officers versus female police officers. Exactly my point. Hey, at the end of the day, do what you want to do. I'm just a messenger with a camera on YouTube. Well, that's all. Follow me on Instagram at Zeekpeak. Like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, stay blessed, stay beautiful, and above all, stay classy.